All right, Chris. So this is my first ever tutorial. Anyways, this is a pair that a buddy of mine who's trying to ice for the first time. He gave it a shot and wasn't having much luck, so he just asked me to take it and finish it for him. So, anyways, the first thing you want to do is wash the shoe. Take a little stove. Use a soft bristle to start. Soft bristle, just to get the suds up. The prep is so important. That's what a lot of people fuck up. They don't prep it right before it goes in. And you're just wasting time. So you just get that nice and soapy. And I got a wire brush. And that's not like completely necessary, but it takes an extra minute, and I think it really helps a lot. So usually like around the heel, it's kind of tough. Try to get that. And then this is my secret weapon. And you don't really need this for icing shoes, but if you're cleaning shoes at all, you get a steamer for $27. I got it from Amazon. Like the rest of the shoe, see how that's all disgusting? This will clean that part like better than anything else, any other tool. And it'll also get the any residue of dirt off the bottom. But you can just use your regular, the regular hose too. I just use this because I have it. But like I said, for $27, it's definitely a good buy. So that's it. That's the first part. Wash the shoe.
All right, so after you wash the sneakers, let them air dry before you do this next step. You apply the acetone to the sole, just nail polish remover. Don't get it anywhere but the sole. Don't get it on the paint. Sorry if I'm telling you stuff you already know, but I'm just gonna assume this is your first time, so I will get everything just in case. Get all the rubber. Give it a good rub. Make sure you get the sides. It's okay to hit the midsole and clean up any dirt that's there. Just don't hit the patent leather. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna let that dry. All right, so now I use Salon Care 50. I know you said you use 40. I honestly don't know if 50 works better than 40. It's what I've always used. you actually need a license to buy this stuff, or you're supposed to. So there's not a lot of places to get it, but you can find it on eBay. The 40 is a lot easier to get. But, so I don't know. I use a toothbrush, and I kind of brush up and down. You want to make sure the acetone had dried off too. Kind of like I'm brushing my teeth, you know. Make sure you get every spot. I try not to hit the rubber, but I don't worry about it too much. Right here, just kind of use the tip of the toothbrush. And kind of dab it on the sides. Because that way, leave a little extra on the sides. I think a lot of people go overboard and use too much of it. But, I mean, you definitely want to be able to see it, you know. And when I put them in, you know, I put them in for about 24 hours for the first time. And it'll have basically just dried up by about then. On 11s, that is. I'm talking about 11s. Other shoes are a lot faster, a lot easier. 3s, 4s, 1s. 5s and 6s can be difficult too, though. 6s can be really hard. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so now I'm going to wrap it in saran wrap. It should be nice and flat. And you don't need like a ton of it. You don't need to wrap the whole entire shoe in it. Just make sure it's flat. I cut it. I don't know. I start from the back. And just kind of tuck it in the shoe a little bit. Then I fold down the sides. Bring up the sides. Bring up the side. And close the front. That's that. Okay, so I use a grow tent. I used to use a small wooden box. This is 2x2 on the bottom, and it's 4 feet tall. So I can fit up to 4 pairs of sneakers in here right now. But we're just gonna do the one. Okay. I've got a 600 watt light, and I've got a 1000 watt. And I also have 2 fans in here. One's there, one's there. Sorry, the light sucks. Also want you to see this is, so it's like,
it's just a cardboard box that I covered in foil, so that when I put the shoes in, the toes have something to rest on. That way, they're not like pointing down like that, so the heat hits them all at the same time. I also I got these boxes, and depending on the pair of shoes, I'll put this in here and I'll put the shoes up on the box to get them closer to the light if I'm having too much trouble. But on the older shoes, especially on the 11s, you have to be careful it doesn't get too hot because the soles will start separating. And that's why you need the fans in there. So it's like, it's a delicate balance between running the fans and the heat. One light is enough for both, for one pair, but I'm going to use both lights since I have them. All right, so now I'm just going to hit the light. I have everything plugged into a surge protector, and man, that gets bright. I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, you can see the waves, right? Pretty cool. I leave these little these vents open to allow some more air, because it does need to get to a certain temperature. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it needs to get to a certain temperature for the sauce to activate. So once you're above that, you're fine. And last thing I'll show you is I got a thermometer here where I can check, a laser thermometer, where I can check the temperature while it's running right through the window. That's it, brother. Good luck.